Picture life without your smartphone, laptop, or even electric vehicles on the road. All of these modern essentials rely on a unique set of elements called rare earth elements, or REEs. There are 17 in total. Think names like neodymium, yttrium, and cerium. Despite their name, rare earths aren't actually scarce, but extracting them is a tough and expensive process. That's exactly why they're so valuable. Their special magnetic and electronic properties make them crucial for building today's high-tech gadgets. The magnets in your phone, the vivid colors on your TV, wind turbines, and even advanced military gear all depend on rare earths. Without them, entire industries could come to a standstill. As the world races toward green energy and smarter technology, the demand for rare earths is skyrocketing. This has sparked a modern-day gold rush, with nations scrambling to lock down their own supplies. For years, China has led the pack, controlling more than 80% of the world's rare earth supply. That dominance gives Beijing huge power over global prices and access. Other countries, especially the US, see this as a serious vulnerability and are urgently seeking alternatives. New mining projects are springing up in Australia, Vietnam, and now, most intriguingly, Greenland. The scramble for rare earths is redrawing global alliances and fueling new rivalries. And now, the next chapter of this high-stakes race is unfolding in the frozen Arctic wilds. Greenland has just granted major mining rights for its rare earth deposits to a Canadian consortium. This isn't just business, it's a strategic partnership with global implications. Greenland holds some of the world's largest untapped reserves, especially at the Kvanefjeld project. By choosing Canada, Greenland signals a new alliance and a shift in Arctic power. Canada's expertise and Arctic experience make it an ideal partner. The deal promises jobs for local Inuit communities and significant revenue for Greenland's economy. It's a step toward economic self-sufficiency and a stronger voice for Greenland on the world stage. For Canada, it's a chance to become a major player in the rare earth market. This handshake marks the rise of a new axis of power in the Arctic. Greenland's partnership with Canada is about more than minerals. It's about independence. As an autonomous territory within Denmark, Greenland has long dreamed of full sovereignty. Economic dependence on fishing and Danish subsidies has held it back. The rare earth deal changes everything, offering a path to self-reliance. Revenue from mining could replace Danish support and empower Greenland's leaders. By choosing Canada, Greenland avoids being caught between superpowers like the US and China. This is a strategic pivot toward North America and away from old colonial ties. The decision signals Greenland's readiness to manage its own affairs and resources. It's a quiet declaration. Greenland is charting its own course. The deal strengthens its negotiating position for future independence. It's not just about minerals, it's about sovereignty and destiny. Greenland is using its natural wealth to build a new future in the Arctic. The world is watching as a small nation takes control of its destiny. For Canada, this is a strategic and economic windfall. With the world eager to diversify away from China, Canada is now poised to supply rare earths to North America and Europe. This means new jobs, investment, and a central role in the global high-tech supply chain. Canada gains leverage with allies and a stronger voice in global affairs. The partnership with Greenland cements Canada's status as a leading Arctic nation. It encourages cooperation on infrastructure, research, and security in the North. Canada also has a chance to set a global standard for responsible mining. The world will watch how Canada balances resource extraction with environmental protection and Indigenous rights. If successful, this could become a model for future projects in sensitive regions. Canada's reputation as a sustainable resource leader is on the line. This deal is about more than minerals. It's about leadership in the new Arctic era. The North is rising and Canada is at the forefront. This news is a blow to the United States, especially after Trump's failed bid to buy Greenland. The US saw Greenland's resources as vital for national security and wanted direct control. Now Greenland has chosen Canada, leaving the US as a customer, not an owner. This exposes the limits of American influence even in its own backyard. The US military relies heavily on rare earths for advanced weapons systems. Dependence on China is a vulnerability, and Greenland was seen as a solution. With Canada in control, the US must rethink its Arctic strategy. The dream of American dominance in the region is checked. Washington must now work with a more assertive Greenland and a more influential Canada. This is a lesson in the power of partnership over pressure. Even small nations like Greenland now have choices. In the race for future resources, the US finds itself left out in the cold. The Arctic's new alliances are reshaping the global order. In Beijing, the Greenland-Canada deal is met with concern. China's near monopoly on rare earths has been a powerful tool, both economically and politically. A major new source in Greenland threatens that dominance. Publicly, China may downplay the significance, but privately, policymakers are worried. The Kvanefjeld deposit is world-class, and Canada has the expertise to develop it. This could accelerate China's push to move up the value chain and secure new deposits elsewhere. China may use its market power to influence prices and challenge new projects. The Arctic is becoming a new front in the global competition for resources. China's ambitions in the region face a stronger Western bloc. Diplomatic tensions and competition in the Arctic are likely to intensify. China won't give up its strategic advantage without a fight. The Greenland-Canada deal is redrawing the map of global supply chains. For years, China was the main source of rare earths for the world. Now a new hub is emerging in North America, offering manufacturers a stable alternative. This diversification will lower risks, stabilize prices, and accelerate green technology. Companies can now plan with more confidence, knowing their supply is anchored in stable democracies. The shift will spur innovation in extraction and processing, making the industry cleaner and more efficient. Building this new supply chain won't be easy. It will take years and major investment. But the commitment is there and the direction is set. The world is moving from a China-centric system to a more balanced, resilient one. This change will make the global economy less vulnerable to political shocks. The rare earth race is transforming not just industries, but the very structure of global trade. The future of technology is being forged in the Arctic. This agreement is transformative for Greenland, Canada, and the world. For Greenland, it's a nation-building moment. Wealth from minerals could mean true sovereignty. The challenge is to manage this wealth wisely and protect culture and environment. For Canada, it's a chance to lead as a responsible resource superpower. Success could set a new global standard for sustainable development. For the world, breaking China's monopoly means a more stable, competitive market. But it also means intensified rivalry in the Arctic. The region is now a central arena in the global contest for resources. The Greenland-Canada handshake is a story of power, resources, and shifting global order. The future of our high-tech world is being shaped in the ice of the far north.